Hello, welcome to my kitchen. I have cleared off a small corner of it so that it looks doable. I've decided today I'm going to be cooking some bran muffins, or baking some bran muffins. I will be baking some bran muffins. And yeah, so it's a family recipe. I don't even know where it came from, but it's a big part of my family's comfort food. I think it's the best muffin overall. Not a big fan of basically any muffin except bran muffins. And so they're good, good fiber. Made with All-Bran cereal. This is the book, by the way. It is ancient. Covered in different food things and whatever. So, you start by soaking 1 cup of All-Bran in 3/4 cups of milk. I let it sit for about 10 minutes, but some people have it soaked for longer, but those people are more patient than I am, so I won't be doing that. So we're gonna add, that's 1 cup. I always add just a little bit more because, more bran is always better. And then we do the 3/4 cups milk. There we go. And then we just let that soak for a little while. I've never personally done this, but I'm sure if you wanted to use a plant-based milk instead of a cow-based milk like I have here, that would probably work just fine. It might just add a little bit of a different flavor, but the most important part is getting a little bit of that creaminess and also to get the bran to soften. So you're waiting till the bran is soft. Gonna start working on my dry ingredients. Very important, always add extra flour. That is a farm-style baking tip. Always extra flour and always extra vanilla. So we'll do the 4th teaspoon of salt. This is 1 cup of flour. Then we got 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. I only have a 1/2 teaspoon, so. I've made this a lot of times, and doing it with one hand just adds a whole nother level of challenge, I'm just like, can I do this? I'm doing it with my left hand, holding the camera with my right. That's 3, 4, oh yeah, and 5 into the powder. There we go. That's my powder collection. I can see I'm doing it while this soaks. It's not soaking great, but that's because I was impatient and I started, but just gotta wait it out. And then we add 3/4 a cup of sugar. It's between 3/4 and a 1/2 cup. As you can see, I don't do measuring that seriously when baking. I can kind of tell looking at it if something's wrong with it when it's in its final concoction form. A lot of people are like, oh, baking, you have to be really precise, but once you're really comfortable with the texture of the batter and things like that, you don't have to be as precise. So I just kind of, on average, add slightly less sugar and slightly more flour than most people, and the baked goods end up more like how I like. I'm supposed to sift this. I'm not going to do that because it's an extra step, and I don't really want to do it right now. And the thing you're really going to miss out is the airiness. That's what the sifting does. It adds a lot of air. I'm using a KitchenAid. Long live the KitchenAid. And because I'm using the KitchenAid, I whip a lot of air into the butter and egg mixture. And though it's more dense than if I would sift it, I kind of like the muffins a little dense. I'm not going to lie. I don't want it to be super cupcakey. I want it to be a little bit substantial. So I will not be sifting it. One of the important things about baking, I think, is to make sure that you do things while you're waiting for other things. I can line the muffin tin here while I'm waiting for other things to happen. Like the oven's heating up, everything's kind of going all at once, so it's nice and easy. I use paper muffin tins. You could use silicone, aluminum foil. I think paper's the best, but everyone's got their own opinions there. Now that our cereal is all good and soggy, I'll be adding the other wet ingredients. The butter, Butter. It shouldn't be that melted, but I left it in the microwave for just a little bit too long because you definitely don't want it to be cold, but you don't want it to be this hot. Sorry you missed the egg crack. I may be good, but I'm not that good to be a one-handed egg crack. So, then you mix this up. And you want to mix it really, really good. Although the recipe doesn't call for it, a little bit of vanilla extract never hurts anybody. Hi, my phone is dying, so we're gonna try to do this fast. So I'm gonna add my dry ingredients to the concoction. Will it puff up in my face? Probably. It almost always does. So we're gonna try to be slow about it, but whenever works, so. Yeah, you can see the smoke. High quality phone camera we have here, you know, you can see the flour poofing up as it's not supposed to. It's so far so good. So, honestly. And we'll put the rest of that in. And then microwave. And just for a wee bit of flavor, I'm just gonna add a little bit of cinnamon. I forgot about it earlier, but Costco sized. Hello, Costco. And there we have our final muffin batter. It looks, you know, like batter. Kind of strange. I don't know if it'll look good on video, but it looks really good in real life. Okay, so this is probably my only legitimate piece of baking advice I have. If you've ever seen one of these, they come in 3 different sizes: a small muffin scoop, a cookie scoop, and this is a large, well, medium large muffin scoop. It helps keep all the size of the muffins the same. It has a little mechanism here. Whew, you can see the camera through there. That's pretty fun. You want to scrape it on the side here to get the batter flat. All right, and then you take it over here. You squeeze the handle, and then the muffin comes right out. I did that with my left hand while holding a camera. So pretty easy, and it'll keep all your muffins the same size, and it's minimal mess. Some editing magic here, and they'll be all baked. BRB in 15 minutes. Alrighty, everybody. It has been 15 minutes. The muffins have come out. Do they look perfect? No. Are they the best bran muffins I've ever made? Also no. But you know, we did our best. And so, oh my goodness. Give you guys a little look. You may notice that that one's pretty big. I added extra batter because I only had enough for a dozen, and I didn't want to waste batter, so I made some of them bigger. And yeah, they smell really good, so we got that going for us. The color is nice. So yeah. I'm a good baker. I do recommend, once they cool for like 1 to 2 minutes in the pan, you put it on a cooling rack if you have one, for as long until it cools. So yeah, I might not do that because it's an extra dish and I don't feel like making dishes right now. You can really easily scale up this recipe. I've made double to triple batches of it, no problems. Honestly, I've noticed that they turn out better if you make a double batch, which doesn't make a ton of sense, but here we are. This was a single batch, and I'll be honest, it doesn't look as good as my double batches. But I know a lot of people, it's especially with COVID, and we can't really go see people and give them baked goods. It's hard to find enough people to eat that many bran muffins, so 12 is a good amount. You can also freeze these. Very important, very freezable. So that's a win. That's all. Alright guys, I'm gonna try to get the full effect here. I'm gonna see if I can capture the steam cloud here. Oh, you see that steam cloud? Oh man, that's a fresh muffin. Yum yum. Best way I think to eat these is either right out of the oven like this, perfect fresh. Or to put a little bit of butter on them, rip them in half like this. Very important to rip them in half, top bottom kind of situation. And put them in a toaster oven. Get them nice and crispy, nice and toasty. That's my muffin. Thank you all so much. Oop, I'm talking my mouth full. That's not cute. Leave me a like and subscribe if you like this content. Definitely leave a comment if you try it. Let me know how it turns out. Super interested to hear if anybody tries it. And if you like my cooking content in general, basically I only know how to cook large meals. You know, I'm pretty good at baking, and especially lazy baking. And so yeah, I could do more of that. Just let me know if you enjoyed the content and my ability to capture the baking process. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your